I'm so excited to welcome you all to Happy Go Lucky at Heart podcast. I have a mission to support others with undiagnosed autism to get a diagnosis because my mum fought a long battle. But please don't go, because this podcast is for absolutely everybody, especially mental health too. And I mean everybody, because I will share with you lots of unique yet personal stories from all age groups. So please meet your host, Vicky Kidson, otherwise known as me. Buckle up, because it's going to be a long mission. So enjoy and live life to the full. Welcome to my show. In this chapter we have Tasha. It was an amazing interview, so please give us some love. Without further ado, here it is. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I write poetry too. How did you get into poetry?
I started writing in the 5th grade. I heard a poem by Maya Angelou about Still I Rise. And when I heard that poem, it kind of opened up my eyes basically on just life. And it gave me inspiration. And there was a competition that I entered in the 5th grade that I won both of my poems to be published in a book. And so it kind of like took off from there, and I just kept writing.
So what was the poet that you had inspiration to write?
Maya Angelou.
I will have to look him up later.
It's a female.
Oh.
Maya Angelou. Yeah, she just passed away actually.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a big author.
Yeah,
a big author.
I'm new to a lot of famous poets.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really know many famous poets myself.
Well, then I would love to help you get a part in listening to some more. When I get off with you, I am actually in a room for Georgia Me, who just came onto Clubhouse, and that's a big poet, African American poet in Georgia.
Does writing emotionally exhaust you at all?
Say that again?
Does writing emotionally exhaust you?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding the question.
Like mentally.
Does it the poetry?
Yeah, when you're writing poetry, yeah.
Poetry, I vent. When I write, I vent. That's all I do.
Yeah.
I just vent. There's like, some people be like, oh, how did you get writer's block? And da, da, da. I don't get writer's block. I don't believe in writer's block. I vent.
Yeah,
I just vent.
That's what I do. That's why I don't know many famous ones. I just kind of do it for my own benefits. And I am hoping eventually I might publish them myself. Have you ever published any? How many?
Yeah, I have some commercials. I'm in the process of writing 2 books. I'm trying to get done by the end of this summer. I'm trying to work on a bunch of stuff coming up. I do have a lot on TV, but I'm trying to get some more books out by the end of this summer.
What was your early experience where you found language had power?
Just the whole thing with, I couldn't talk to people. So being that it's hard for me to express my feelings, it's easier for me to write it out. Like, I'll go to Facebook and I'll write some things out before I'll call and vent to somebody on the phone. You know, it's easier for me to write than it is for me to, because it's like when you're writing it out, everybody got to shut up. Nobody has to listen. It's just like, you're just getting it off your chest.
Yeah. You haven't got any interruptions. And
it's all about you at that moment. It's not about other people, because when you talk to other people about what you have going on, they try to make it about them.
Yeah. So has it helped you become less lonely?
No, it's made me more lonely. And the only reason is because of the level that I am with my poetry. where I'm at with my poetry, when you first start doing it, yes, I had a lot more friends. I had a lot more people, but then the level that I'm on right now, I'm losing friends because as you elevate, everybody can't go with you. And then there's the jealousy and different things that come along with it. So
yeah, is that the most difficult part of the artistic process then, you think?
I think that's the most difficult part about any success.
Yeah.
When you start having to pull off those band-aids or realize people are for who they are, that's probably the hardest process of success. It is losing people.
Yeah. 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 I have a lot of mental health problems myself, so I do seem like losing people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an abandonment thing. But I will say this: I think the most sensitive people or introverts are usually artists.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you cope sharing quite personal stories then in your poetry? Are they like quite true? Are they
They're
like,
all true.
yeah.
It's only like a couple of them that I've written fiction, and they're not really fiction. They're my alter ego that I can't let out because of my standards and my morals. So since that person never gets let out, there's a few poems that I write about my alter ego that I keep tucked away. But all my stories are true. Everything I talk about is stuff that I'm either scared about, things that I've decided to own in my life. And I've decided to own everything that I go through in my life because then can't nobody use it against me.
Yeah.
So that's where that comes in at.
So does writing help you vent when you haven't got anyone around you?
No, I usually write out what I need to get off my chest that I don't want to share or can't talk to people about. Being lonely or not having someone to talk to is just life, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there's not always going to be somebody there to talk to. So then that's where self-care comes in at. I personally feel like the reason why I write is because there's a topic that's bothering me so bad or something that I'm very, very, very passionate about. And that's when the writing just pours onto a piece of paper. But I have to be honest, I will be asleep some nights and then like at 2:00 in the morning, I'll think of a line and wake up out of my sleep and feel like I need to write this poem. So it wakes me up. My poetry wakes me up out my sleep. My poetry can put me to sleep.
Has writing influenced you during lockdown? Have you been writing a lot?
Mm-mm.
No.
I've been doing self-care.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people have. Yeah.
Yeah, I've decided to work on me. I lost my mom in 2019, in November of 2019. So lockdown happened right after my mother passed. So I decided to work on me like mentally because I feel like
I have found, for me, lockdown, I have found myself more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing healing instead of just growth. I've been doing time to heal from my broken heart of losing my mother.
Yeah. How do you use your struggles to pour into poetry?
Well, I tell the truth about it. I just tell the truth about everything that I go through. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't change the story. I tell it for what it is. And I pour it out onto the paper about exactly how I feel. And it's just, it to be honest with you, it helps me heal from everything else. Like when I said that I didn't use it during the lockdown, I didn't. But when, like, say the issue that we had out here in the United States with the White House, I was frustrated. So I needed to write. So a lot of my poetry comes from anger places. It doesn't come from a space of love. It comes from a lot of anger and things that I need to get off my chest. And those are topics a lot of people don't want to talk about.
So what's your advice for other poets that want to start out?
Right. Like you know how they got that Nike slogan? Just do it.
Yeah.
I feel that way about everything. If you want to draw.
Yeah.
If you want to play basketball, play.
Yeah,
If
you can do it. Yeah.
It ain't no telling what you gonna do. You wasn't doing it before, or what you got to lose. Then do it. Just go for it. A lot of people hold themselves back on a lot of things that they want in life because they sit there and say, well, I'm waiting for this. What you waiting for? Tomorrow ain't promised. Tomorrow's not promised to none of us. What are you waiting for? Do it. Because if this is your last moment, you didn't take it and do what you needed to do. Leave a legacy. Leave something. Get it out. Don't leave it inside of you. The richest place on this earth is a cemetery because so many people die with visions that they keep inside of them.
Yeah. Did you always want to master poetry and inspire others? No. This was not what I wanted to do, but I had no clue of exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do something. I knew I wanted to help people. I knew I wanted to give back to this world. I knew that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't know I could do it through my poetry. I didn't know I could do it by helping our youth. I didn't know I could do it by working at schools and things like that. Yeah.
I had no idea of how I would get it done, but I knew that's what I wanted.
Yeah, words are powerful, I think. Definitely brings people together. Yeah. I
agree.
Yeah. Thank you. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. That's all.
Okay. So can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
What made you want to do a podcast?
Yeah, I got a diagnosis of autism.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just want to raise awareness with mental health and things on the spectrum. And my mission is to help other people because my mum has fought a long battle to get my diagnosis, and I just yet another wonderful interview. Much obliged for you to stay and listen to Happy Go Lucky at Heart podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please keep on boasting about it to your friends and family. And if you have any spare time, please help an independent podcaster get known. So please leave a 5-star review on whichever podcast platform you listen on, and click the link in the show notes for many more ways to connect with me. Bye! Mwah.